It's a Sholo show, so buckle in tight. One's got jokes and the other stage fright. Wait, Carlos, stage fright? Never! From Kabul streets to Hollywood scenes, the louder than dreams, the crazier than memes. Is this legal? Probably not. Shoeib and Carlo, breaking all the rules, dropping hot takes, and acting like fools. It's laughs, it's chaos, it's totally unpro. Welcome to the madness, the Sholo Show. Let's go!
All right, people, welcome back to the Sholo Show.
Here we go.
We are your hosts. I'm Carlos, and this
is Shoeib. Here we are, another week, another episode. Have a little fun over the past episodes. Discuss a lot of interesting things.
A lot of fucked up and gay shit,
as always.
But we're not going to continue being so gay.
Try to keep that away, but this guy...
This guy?
This
shit.
guy.
Okay. This queer.
Lisa suspected.
But anyways, so what's our topic for today?
Something a little bit mysterious. I was thinking a little bit fun, scary, spooky. Something out of this whole world and
goodness.
Superstitious.
Superstitious. There you go.
There you go. Stitching those phrases together. Didn't really have much superstitious experience myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Growing up, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about ghosts? Is that the only relative? Ghosts and aliens?
Well, I mean,
yeah, it could be.
We can talk about paranormal stuff. Like, is that
ghost,
what you mean?
The Casper?
Casper would be one of the ghosts.
Yes,
okay.
Right.
And my theory is that Casper, you know what? Let's get back to that.
Okay.
Anyways,
what about Casper?
Casper probably is gay.
Okay. Everything and all things in your head, as always,
is gay. No,
yeah,
that's not true. No, Casper is the ghost of Richie Rich. You know who Richie Rich is?
The rich kid?
Yes. So he probably died of some disease.
Okay.
Probably, some measles because, in the...
Actually?
It's just it's a theory.
Oh, okay.
In the 40s and the 60s before the vaccines for measles came out, it was probably deadly. So he probably died of measles and then he became motherfucking Casper. Because if you look at Casper, he lives in this huge fucking house. Mm-hmm. How does a ghost afford a huge motherfucking house? He doesn't. He was rich, people. So therefore, Casper is the ghost of Richie Rich.
I see. I never knew this. That's good to know. Anyway, paranormal is ghosts, the real ones, not the cartoon cute little shit that you know.
Okay.
Do they exist? Are they out there? Are they among us? Are they here?
Well, are they here? I would hope not.
Yeah, it's a brand new building.
Well, I mean, yeah. But people die, all the goddamn time.
All the time.
So, okay. Are they here? Okay, let's start with, do I believe in the paranormal? Okay.
Okay. Let's talk with your experience. Let's go there.
God. Okay, so unfortunately, I do.
Okay.
I do believe that these things are possible and that these things do happen. Do I believe it all? Like everything that is put out there, everything that is shown on social media? No.
This conjecture everywhere. Everyone has their own opinion, of course, but...
So you don't believe in these things?
There's not enough evidence. There's always a scientific explanation as to what something, how a door closes, or something as common as lights flicking. Those are the common phases where everyone's like, oh, must have been a ghost. No, you didn't pay your bills. You haven't fixed your light bulbs. Like, change that shit. It's just that your door needs some lube.
Just put some lubrication on that shit. Gets that squeaker right out. But I mean, a little bit of squeak is not bad all the time.
Yeah. My niece watches this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like niece. Sometimes we go, okay. Yeah, it's just horsey.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, okay. I'm interested. You have some experiences, right?
Okay. First of all,
Okay.
let's talk. Well, yes, there's a lot of stuff that I can tell you that I have personally experienced.
Okay.
Possession being one of them, which I think we talked
Possess?
about. Possession.
Controlled?
Well, controlled by something else.
Like,
A spirit.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
We talked about that like I think 2 podcasts ago, I think it is at this point. You don't remember? Christ almighty. Oh my god. Yeah, well, we to talk about it briefly.
Okay.
Basically what happened was when I was in college.
Okay.
It was during my first year, the end of the first semester, right? Things were going really well. And then I got sick. I got like really, really sick, right? I had a combination of things. So I caught the Norwalk virus, which was happening at the time. It was like early 2000s. And this was another one of those viruses that came from Asia.
As always. Of course, it's Asia.
Okay, like I'm sorry, but this has been happening.
Only example I have is this one, and the last one, the COVID-19 one.
Listen, okay, this is
2 in a row.
It has been happening from before, and I'm sorry, like, especially to all our Asian viewers.
We're not educated. We don't know a history of all the viruses. But the 2 famous one, the one Carlos mentions, and the COVID-19 has been Asians this time.
Sorry. Okay, don't get mad. Don't cancel us. Okay, I love Chinese and Japanese food.
Yeah, because they're tiny. You can control them.
Anyways,
okay.
So I caught the Norwalk virus.
Okay.
Strep throat, the flu, and something else, which I can't remember right now. So that during the first semester exams, I was already sick and tired, and I wasn't taking care of myself the way that I should have. I was young and stupid, like I was
as always.
Well, I'm so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, like, instead of going out in the dead of winter with a nice thick jacket, I would go out with a fucking sweater, right? Why? Because I thought I was motherfucking Superman, that I was invincible, that I had this banging body, which, you know,
can never happen to me.
Exactly. That was the fucking attitude, right?
Right.
I can't get sick. You know what I mean? Oh, it's just a cold.
Yeah.
You know,
Really, doctors don't know nothing about
you know?
hypotherapy.
Well, and at the time I was 21.
Okay.
So even more of a fucking idiot, because you know you're an idiot when you're young. It just
comes natural.
Unfortunately for boys,
it's a gift.
It's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that, and then I ended up in the hospital dying. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, I was literally dying.
Serious.
Oh no.
Oh.
It was really serious. It was touch and go. Like I was on my deathbed. I had lost 65 pounds in 3 days.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, because my body was on fire. It literally, when your body tries to cure itself from viruses and stuff like that, it heats itself up. That's why people get a fever when they have a viral infection. Is because that's your body's natural reaction, because it knows that viruses can survive in heat. They don't like heat.
Yeah.
Right? So your body heats itself up to try and kill it. That's what it's actually doing. Right? So because of just how everything that was just so fucking virally loaded, my body became superheated, right? So I was just sweating buckets, like sweating buckets, right? And I was on fire. And 65 pounds in 3 days.
Damn.
And, you know, it left me physically damaged for years afterwards.
Were you like a skeleton type? Like no,
Almost.
Like skin showing rib bones?
On one side, because the other side of my body was all swollen. It was really fucked up. My body was really damaged after the whole ordeal. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But during all that, something an entity, a ghost, demon, who knows?
Jesus.
No,
No.
it wasn't Jesus. Okay, because this thing was trying to kill me.
Ah.
Okay, Jesus saves.
Jesus, actually, I've heard he doesn't like
He doesn't like gays?
Latinos.
What are you talking about? Jesus, you know how many of our fucking men are called Jesus? Okay, I have 3 uncles called Jesus. Jesus. God, Jesus Maria of all things. Maria on top of that as a middle name. You're a man and your middle name is motherfucking Maria?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
So you can't say that Jesus doesn't like Latino people. Get out of here.
His favorite types, yeah.
I'm offended by that, sir.
Your little world, okay.
But yeah, so something took advantage and decided to jump in, right? And
Dive deep.
wow,
Took control.
not in the way that I like.
Okay. Oh,
You're the one that made it gay, not me. Anyway. But yeah, something decided to take advantage and dove right in moments of weakness.
were you aware for this moment? Were you conscious? Did someone tell you that's happened?
Okay, so I can hear myself.
Okay.
And I can hear myself saying things. And I remember thinking to myself, I didn't say that. Where did that come from?
Mm-hmm. You said it out loud where
Yeah.
other people heard it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, what?
I didn't say that.
Maybe you were drunk.
I wasn't drunk.
It
How
can't
can I be drunk?
in
I
a
was
hospital
dying.
bed, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
I was dying. How can I be drunk? You know what I mean? So I remember feeling that way because I can hear that it was my voice. But even on top of that, it was deeper.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, deeper, a little bit raspier. But here's the problem. Okay. For those that don't know, I do a lot of acting. Like that's another profession of mine, right? And well, I've always done different voices. Even as a child, I would do different character voices. Right?
Okay.
So my parents grew up with me and hearing me do all different types of voices. So they assumed that I was just high from the drugs.
Okay.
Because they had pumped me full of shit, like
Yeah.
because I was on the brink of death. So they were trying to just put all this medication in me to try and heal me, but it wasn't working. Like nothing was working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I can understand why they didn't suspect anything because they thought, oh, he's delirious because, the medication is making him high. So he's making all these, crazy Miss Piggy voices because he can do Miss Piggy and he can do Sonic the Hedgehog and he can do all these different types of voices. So, like this raspy voice is just another one that we've heard, for all our lifetime.
Yeah.
So they never suspected a single thing, right? Because
Yeah. I see what you mean. You were going out making all these funny little voices while are you conscious or you're in?
I don't remember most of it,
Okay.
but I do remember some of it.
But no one's not suspicious of you making these noises.
No,
but
because they're
you're-
used to me being fucking crazy.
Right?
Right?
It's just Carlos
It's
being
just
Carlos.
being Carlos, and on top of that,
Here.
he's high as fuck. So,
Yeah.
So they didn't suspect anything. You know what I mean?
I
But
see. But you're aware.
I was aware of some of
Yes.
it. I'm not aware of all of it. You know what I mean? But I do remember hearing myself say things,
Mhm.
and I even remember my doing things that I would never have done.
This is the whole time you're in a hospital
Yes.
bed, laying
So,
down. Are you physically able to move yourself?
At some points, no,
Okay.
because
Only when you need to pee.
because no, even that I got so weak that I had to pee through a catheter.
Interesting.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? I couldn't even move, and yet somehow I managed to be able to pick up a pillow and throw it at the portrait of Jesus Christ that my mom had put at the
Stop watching this.
at the foot of the
Yeah.
fucking bed, right?
Right.
And I personally would never do that.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's not something that I
it's
would do.
disrespectful.
That and just that's just not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also remember feeling angry. You know what I mean? Looking at this portrait of Christ and just being pissed.
Ah.
Yeah, and why would I be mad at, you know what I mean? Like that's just not in me. but there was rage towards this picture, and I remember it. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember me feeling it. I just remember that it was there. You know, I don't even know how to explain it properly. I just know that I was angry, right? But it wasn't coming from me. It was something else. So like I was experiencing these negative emotions that weren't mine. You know what I mean? It's really fucking weird. So, you know, so something took advantage and jumped in, but nobody realized until there was one night that the doctors told my parents that he might not survive tonight. Nothing that we're doing is working. Everything, we've tried everything. We've tried all these kinds of medication and just nothing is working. And he just keeps deteriorating. So you might want to prepare yourselves that he'll probably die tonight. You know what I mean? So my mom is like, okay, do you want to prepare, you know, maybe for death? And I was like, what? It's like, prepare for death. Okay. You know, I'm 21 years old and I'm already, no, I wasn't even 21. I was 20. And I was like already grappling with, I might die. You know what I mean? It was fucking crazy.
Did you hear the doctor say this?
Yeah.
So
the doctor said it in front of me and to my parents, and he just looked at me and pretty much said, we've tried everything. Just you might die today, so you might want to prepare. It was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy, right? So I agreed. I said, yeah, you know, if I'm going to meet my maker, then I might as well prepare as much as I can in any way that I can. So my mom contacted the priest, and this priest was a family friend of ours, because my mother's family knew him from the village in Honduras up in the mountain, and they all end up in Canada like almost 30 years later, and then he becomes a priest, and then, you know, they're here just living their lives, and they somehow all ended up in the same church. It's really crazy. So this priest would come to our house and we were all on good terms. So there was no reason for me to feel any kind of anger or animosity towards him, right? But he showed up that one time to do the last rites, you know, just to do the final, you know, confessions, because I was Catholic, you know, and so we believe that we confess our sins. You're pretty much washed of all your sins and you're ready in case you have to go and meet Christ. At least you'll be a little bit clean, a little bit, not completely. You know what I mean? So he shows up, and I remember looking at him and just being like angry at him, but also thinking to myself, why am I angry at him? You know what I mean? I'm not. Why? You know what I mean? Like I don't. He's never done anything to me. I mean, he definitely didn't molest me.
Not this one.
Can't rape the willing. Anyways. Wow. Cancellation.
So this priest came in, family friend or some sort.
Yes.
You're in your deathbed, preparation, Christian style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he pulls out this little circular thing.
Oh,
yes, that has like oil in it. Okay, he opens it up, and I could smell it. But you don't understand. Mm-hmm. I've smelled this before. It doesn't smell like anything. It smells like olives. Okay, you know what I mean? But I remember smelling it, and it smelled so awful. Like it smelled awful. That I looked at it and immediately started to throw up. And it wasn't, at this point, I hadn't eaten anything for 2 weeks. Okay, so there was nothing inside of me.
How you eat? What do you eat food?
They were feeding me intravenously.
Those liquid shit.
Yeah, right, because I wasn't able to retain anything. They put stuff in me, I throw it up. I mean, so there was nothing in my stomach. There was nothing. Right? So I started throwing up. And it was like this black, gelatinous green liquid. You know what I mean? And it was just coming out, and it was coming out like it was like a fucking bubble. It was really weird.
Where is it coming from?
My guts? I don't know.
What the fuck? Green?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Well, very strange, right?
Called the Ghostbusters.
Well, I mean, and so the priest, like, he's like, he wasn't there to do an exorcism. Like, he wasn't prepared for any of that shit. He was just there to do, like, the last rites, you know what I mean? A confession. Because, this person is probably going to die, so he wants to be ready, right? But it turns out that he ended up performing a mini exorcism just because he realized what was happening. And as he looked at it, you know what I mean? Because I'm vomiting up like fucking green gelatinous liquid. And then fucking stigmata happened, you know what I mean? Where my hands opened up and it looked like they have carved me open.
Okay.
It looked like the priest took a knife, went, you know what I mean? And it was carved open. So the M's that I have here were carved open like they, I don't know if you have them.
I have them.
Yeah.
I've been carved unknowingly.
But these things were carved open. Like it looked like someone took a knife and went.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and cut them open.
Stitched them up.
No, cut them open.
Yeah, cut them up.
You know what I mean? So and they were bleeding. So they were bleeding profusely. You know what I mean? And so all that happened like a matter of moments. And all the machines that were attached to me started going psychotic and stuff like that. And so the nurses came running because they're like, "Oh shit, he's dying." You know what I mean? Because everything was attached to me. And then they see this whole event that's happening. The lights are fucking flickering. It's like out of a movie. Like the things are going crazy. The lights start flickering. Paranormal shit's happening here and there. Yeah. And so the doctor came and he's like, he thought that the priest had cut me open. Yeah. So he pushed the fucking priest out of the way, and then with the nurses, started to like try to make the bleeding stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in the moments that they were trying to make it stop, it healed itself. Like it was like fucking Wolverine. Like it turned into scabs and it fell off and it healed and it was fine. All this happened in moments, right? And so the priest saw it, the doctor saw it, the nurses saw it, and my parents saw it, and I saw it. You know what I mean?
How did you saw it?
I was fucking seeing it happening.
Okay.
And as they were like, dealing with me like this, trying to make it stop. I was looking at it because I'm like, how did it open up like that? Why is it open? So I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, what's happening? And then I asked my mother, and I'm like, what is happening? And she's like, it's the Holy Ghost. This is a miracle. A miracle is happening. You know what's happening already.
Yeah.
She goes, think back to what the Catholic Church and what the religion said. So this is what's happening. And immediately I knew. I'm like, holy shit. But my whole thing was, I knew that I was gay, and this isn't supposed to be happening to gay people. You know what I mean? Because according to the religion, the Holy Ghost isn't going to come and bestow its gift, its miracles on you because you're a queer.
Oh,
and you're going to go to fucking hell.
Targeted because you. I see.
So that's saying a demon jumped in because I was gay.
Trying to get a taste of this.
That's. Yes, that's so.
Give me some of that.
I'm gonna take this fucker straight to hell. Well, he did it. Very
interesting. Very interesting.
So that kind of shit happened to me. I survived clearly, and it happened again, like a couple of days later.
Like the demon came for a second round.
It wasn't gone. It was still there.
Oh, so okay, this green thing that came out of your mouth. Green, like what?
Like it was like vomit, but it wasn't. It was like slime.
It was a dark green, more lime green.
No, it was like dark green. It was
dark
so
green.
dark.
Maybe it was spinach. You had a lot of spinach.
There was nothing in me, and the amount that came out.
Maybe it was your blood.
Blood doesn't turn green.
It was something with you. I mean, you will be surprised.
I swallowed buckets of cum that week, and then that's
the blood. Maybe you're colorblind for a moment, and you just saw green.
Okay. So this is the thing.
Okay.
And this is what happens when I tell the story to other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People always they don't believe it, and that's fine. Because
are they feeling what I'm feeling?
No. People don't believe it.
Of course, I
You know
don't
what I
believe it. I'll be honest with you.
That's fine. You know what I mean?
It was
But
some mushroom you took.
I
You didn't know.
wish, and I wasn't. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even like the drugs that I was on because they weren't hallucinogenic.
Were you taking drugs back then? At the time?
Like fun drugs from yourself?
Whatever type of drugs.
No,
No drugs at all?
no drugs.
None that you know of.
No,
Maybe it was all this IV shit they were pumping up in you,
maybe. But the thing
right?
is, like,
Your body reacts differently to it.
right. But the thing is that people saw
They saw? Who saw?
my mom, my dad,
The
the
doc-
priest, the doctors, the nurses. You know what I mean?
And do they all have the same story?
They wrote it down in a book.
Uh,
Not a book, like it wasn't like they wrote a book about it.
A napkin.
No. You know, when you do incident reports,
Incidents. Oh, yes, of course.
it's a hospital. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, yeah.
They have to report.
I
that.
believe the nurses would say something accurate, whatever the doctors, janitors, staff.
So, like, you know, the thing is, my experiences come from that. You know what I
I
mean?
see.
But it isn't just that. Beforehand, like, you know, I would always be able to not see things. Sometimes I would see things like shadows here and there.
Okay. That you can't describe
No, they look like people.
people.
Yeah.
Maybe it was people.
I don't know. These,
Could be.
But when I was little, I mean, I can understand why I would be confused by that, right?
Yeah.
But even as an adult, I can sometimes see shadow people. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that.
It's people.
Right. Well, the people where they're not supposed to be people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, for example, like for me, at work, it happens sometimes. Right?
Oh.
I work the night shift. And,
Well,
and
night shift. Where do you work?
so I work as a youth counselor in a jail.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Interesting.
And
Prison guard.
I'm not a prison guard. I'm a counselor. Right. I function like a prison guard sometimes because, you know, kids get out of line. I have to fucking deal with them. Right.
Right.
When I
Whip
say
their
kids,
ass.
they're like from 13 years old to fucking 21 years old, right? So that's one of my jobs because I have many. But I've seen things where I work, you know what I mean? And it's kind of weird. And there's also like footage on camera.
of things happening.
Yeah. You know what I
Uh,
mean? But since it's, you know, what the type of job is, you'll never see them because it's against the law.
of course,
Right,
yeah.
because you
It's
can't-
kids, minors,
Minors, and it's just also
It's
like,
definitely not allowed in
No.
Canadian law. Like,
yeah.
unless you ask like parents and kids, so many people. Yeah.
Fuck
But-
all that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've seen shit at work. Growing up, I've seen just different shit. You know what I mean? So, do I believe it? Yes. Do I believe a lot of the stuff that gets supposedly recorded, videos and stuff like that? No. I think that most of it can actually be explained, and a lot of it is just fucking fake.
Yeah. A lot of it's just misunderstanding what you actually saw. That's where I stand at.
Misunderstanding, or just generally fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people can do practical effects, right? They can do CGI.
Yeah.
right? And now with AI, it's making things even more interesting because shit, I mean, you just don't know what's real or. I mean,
Of
most
course.
people can tell, right? But,
Yeah.
right.
Ghost. Yeah, I remember watching Paranormal Activity when it first started came out. That I'm not really a fan of horror movies. They don't really scare me much. It's
Okay.
just goofy. But I do remember watching Paranormal Activity. The way they made it, clearly fake, just because in the beginning they say based on real events.
Based on a true story
Uh,
that happened to a white woman somewhere.
just do always a white woman.
It always is a white woman.
White women is scary. Always curious.
We're not going to the basement, Becky.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, but
hang on.
Maybe you got the good wine down there.
No, I'm good. You can go get yourself murdered.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that will never happen to me. I'm white.
I can walk where I want to walk.
Did you know this is America?
Ooh, girl, we're in Canada. So.
Black woman. I ain't dealing with this. I got too busy.
I don't want any of that. Nope.
Yeah. The way they made it, I remember, is just so natural, so believable. I remember just getting at the moment, curled up in my seat, scared, not able to move as shit starts going on slowly, one day after another, progressively gets more paranoid. Yeah, I felt lost in the moment and really digged in there. I got scared, spooked. That's the only horror movie that actually
scared you?
That scary creeped me out a lot. But
Paranormal Activity.
There's many series of it.
There's like 7 of them.
Yeah, that was the first one I watched, and that's it. After that, I didn't get the same feeling. Like, fake shit.
Scenario.
Yeah. But yeah. And when it comes to ghosts, UFOs, even.
Oh, wait. Okay. So UFOs are different.
Yes, they are.
Okay, because
very different.
I guess it would be paranormal, but not in the sense that it's a.
The term UFO.
Unidentified flying
objects. Obstacles. That's right. So anything and everything that you see in the sky, there's this idea that it's a little disc, lights up and zooms across the sky. I got a flashlight underneath his butthole. And
wow!
You see a cow come up.
Okay,
yeah. That's
you don't believe in UFOs either.
I do believe in intelligent life. Yes, we're clear evidence of that here, right there. The universe is
intelligent. Us?
Some of us, very small amount of us. The universe is too grand, too big that we even imagine for us to be the only one. Maybe there is microbacteria that replicates, that consumes energy, defines as life, exists out there, but that flying little light disc that flashes across the sky, maybe that's just one of them bugs that got its ass light up. Yeah, you know what I mean?
On camera, you mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah, exactly. And all these UFO sighting, crazy little patterns on a cornfield.
You don't believe that?
There's something else.
Okay.
Imagine flying across the interstellar multitude of light years.
Yes.
Coming here and steal your cow.
To do what with it, right?
Yeah. Ooh, experiments. Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, okay. I believe that it's more possible for there to be aliens.
Yes, of course. Intelligent.
And, intelligent life and all that stuff.
Extraterrestrial life doesn't have to be intelligent. We're not.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are parts of not our galaxy, but the universe, just, different galaxies. It's so vast. And for us to be the only species, the sentient only species, that's just no. Our own galaxy, like not the solar system, our galaxy is, I think, about 150 light years across.
1,000 light years.
150,000
yes,
light years across.
It was believed to be 100,000, and like less than a decade, it's been like, okay, no, we underestimated. It's 150.
Yeah, 1,000 light years across.
To imagine, get that perspective.
Yeah.
Take the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
Like this size.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 150,000 light years across. And a tiny little dot that you can't even see even with a microscope. That is what we're able to see.
Yeah.
That will ever be able to travel with the current technology that we have.
We haven't even, we finally left our solar system.
Yes, we did. Yes. The
Voyager.
Voyager 1. Yeah.
And 2.
2 years recently, but Voyager 1, I remember, was a big deal. The one with the golden disc.
The golden disc.
Yeah.
Yes. Carl Sagan's golden disc. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
This
so
is the sounds of...
I remember that took over 30 years for us to reach that. It was in the 70s, and then around 20, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not historians.
Yeah, that's
So,
how long it took from Earth to actually cross into interstellar space.
Yeah, past the
our solar system. and
astronomical belt, whatever they call it,
No.
past the Pluto part.
Way past that. The Kuiper belt and the heliosphere is what they call it.
Just to give a perspective of where we're able to reach and where we're able to see.
Yeah,
And
but
to say there's no life out there beyond that tiny little peck of dust compared to the big old Milky Way amongst billions of others, there's life. Sure.
Yeah. But
For them to come here and like...
The thing is, okay, so if a UFO, like a spaceship, right?
Yeah.
Were to travel across just from one end of the galaxy to another, it'd take too much time. So
of course.
they'd have to have light speed technology. Even then, that would take a lot of time. It'd either have to be faster than light technology, or they'd have to be able to cut a wormhole from one...
Which is faster than light,
Which is from one end of space to another, right? And travel that way. But it's that's theoretical. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, Interstellar explained it very well. Those are type of supernaturals.
But that's not supernatural. That's
it's not
science.
that. It's science.
Yeah.
That's science can be more fiction than facts sometimes.
What does that mean?
Like it could be more strange than reality,
stranger than
right?
fiction. Yes.
Yeah.
More fiction than facts. But what?
I was trying to see if that's it the right way, but
Because if it's fiction, then it's not a fact.
Yeah, that's an example of how we're not so intelligent. Yeah.
Not on this show.
Yeah.
You're not here to get educated.
You're here to get dumbed down.
Ooh, I hope not.
Yeah.
Anyways, pay us. Other people make you stupid for free. Okay,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, wow.
So that's cool. That's a very cool explanation of how everything works. Or just space and whatnot. But to see something in the sky zipping off, and all these reports of it, and you have blurry little potato quality camera pictures of some disc in the sky, and then just say, "Oh, it's a UFO."
So you think it's something else? You think it's either a bug, or you think it could be like an actual airplane?
It could be anything, right?
Including a UFO.
That's the funny answer behind it. Yeah, sure. It's a funny.
If you say it could be anything,
It could
including
be anything. Including UFO. It's like having intelligent life to come here, to come to Earth. And these sightings were what, 30, 40, 50 years ago? I've heard some in the 50s and the 60s as well.
They started around there. So they started post-World War II.
Yes.
A lot of them, the major sightings started after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in the early 2000s, when we have better cameras, their sightings have gone less and
That's
less.
not true. No, that is definitely
There's
not
always
true.
reports of
No,
it.
listen to me. Okay. First of all, I run another YouTube channel.
Okay.
Okay, it's called Spooky 82, and it's about paranormal stuff, and it's also about like UFO stuff, and there's so much new videos of UFOs, and they are increasing. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
Right? With good quality cameras. It's not just like, shitty potato cameras, like good quality cameras. And also because we're getting feeds from the International Space Station, some people actually capture footage when they see something flying across the stars.
Yeah.
And then NASA cuts it off because NASA doesn't want you to see that.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So there's so much of that.
So
This is why I think that it is more likely that there is aliens and shit, and spaceships that come to visit the planet as opposed to ghosts, even though I believe in ghosts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's more likely that those things up there exist.
Maybe this is just a conspiracy theory, like they are there, and normal people like myself, who's not really interested in spooky stuff, because I'll just assume, you stupid. It's not. Just ignore it off. It's just.
But wouldn't it be easier
what do you think,
to control,
government?
Wouldn't it be easier to control your kind of people?
Yeah. Watch. It's like it's one of That was my question. Like, if we still have them, why I don't see them on just general news channels or in public?
Because the news
pop culture.
The news sometimes does report it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is strange.
But most people just ignore it.
And most people are not interested.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not interested.
Like myself, yeah.
Yeah. Well, look what happened with the whole thing in New Jersey.
Okay. What happened there?
A couple of months ago. Like all these things are flying around in the sky.
Oh, the balloons. Yeah, the spy balloons.
That was before that.
From China.
No, that was before that.
Before,
so, you know, a couple of incidents were also happening in New Jersey where a lot of people were capturing videos of things flying around the sky with like a lot of strange lights and different light patterns and stuff like that, right? So, and they were flying around military bases and stuff like that. And there was so much footage of it.
Around military bases? And the militaries just let it fly around there?
So, hang on.
Okay.
This is the interesting part, okay? So, all this was happening and, you know, people were getting scared because the news was reporting it constantly. So, there was all these videos and stuff like that the government actually had to step in and make an announcement, and then the American government.
Okay, was this during the Biden administration or the recent Trump administration?
No, this is the Biden administration.
Biden, okay, and he came out.
But even before that, when Trump was in power, all this shit was happening too. There was a lot when everybody was in COVID lockdown. A lot of video of these things flying around started to surface, and also because people were at home, you know, they had more time to look up into the sky and to record shit, you know what I mean? Because they had nothing better to do. So more videos showed up during the pandemic than anything else. It was really fucking crazy. And you see a lot of crazy shit. But, so what happened recently in Jersey, turns out that, and I kind of suspected this from before, because those things, to me, they look like drones. Yeah. And a lot of people were saying, well, maybe they're just drones. But these are too sophisticated drones. I'm like, yeah, they probably are sophisticated drones, but they're also probably military. You know what I mean? Like this is some sort of exercise, some sort of either one military force is testing the capabilities of the other one to see how well they do without telling each other anything. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there was too much of that happening, and then the government came out with an explanation saying, no, what we were seeing were military exercises. Those things were specialized drones. And then immediately the story died down. You know what I mean? There was no more stuff about it on the news. There was no more nothing. They just said, this is what it is, you know, and this is, sorry we scared you. Now, do I believe that that's what it was? Actually, yes, because that's what I had assumed, because these things looked way too much like man-made drones as opposed to like something that's, you know, out of this world, right? So I figured that part out, saying, this is probably like, you know, one faction testing the other one's capabilities.
I see. Very interesting. So just another conspiracy, basically.
Well, I mean, it was exposed and people talked about it and they said what it is. So it's conspiracy if it's already known, and you know they give you an explanation. It's a conspiracy if you want to not believe what the explanation is. Because if you don't believe it was a military exercise, then what do you think it was, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. It's okay. UFOs are interesting topics, always. What about some urban legends? Have you heard of any? There's the famous ones, of course, the Bigfoot, Notchless Monster. It's not. It's Loch Ness.
Loch Ness. Yes.
Notchness.
Non-notched. Loch.
Loch
The loch.
Ness.
Yes, the loch.
Yeah, the Bigfoot one is there was the picture of him.
There have been many pictures of him.
That one picture of him walking in a forest.
That was actually a video. Not a video, but like film.
2 seconds of him walking across very fast.
7 seconds.
So, yeah, he was walking across, covering a large distance very quickly, and a lot of people were curious. What creature could it be? And compared to the trees around, it was like, I remember, like,
Massive.
wow, it's massive.
Yeah,
it's huge.
massive.
There's no.
Yeah. So do you think that's possible?
I think there's some perspective. Like again, the cameras are not good. Like
Right.
if you cover one eye, your perspective is very different.
Okay.
So I like to say there's an explanation as the perspective is wrong and the speed.
Okay. Well, you're talking. Okay, I can't remember what the actual video is called, because I covered it on my other channel.
Okay.
And the way that I see it from the video's perspective, right? Mind you, this was like, I think was in 1968, 1970 or something like that. So they didn't have the sophisticated type of costumes and practical effects that they have now. You know what I mean? And the way that this thing was walking in the video and walking across it, you can see musculature.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see where the fur is on top of the muscle. And on top of that, this Bigfoot in this particular video was a female. It had breasts. Right?
Okay.
Like you can see them. They're clear. Like, so it's a woman. It's a female. And you can see it. So they're saying, and I mean, I kind of believe it. I think that Bigfoot is probably possible. That there's a vast amount of wilderness that still hasn't been touched by man, right? And even the ones that have, I'm just thinking about here in Canada, Northern Ontario. Oh my goodness,
It's a grand scale. Yeah.
Oh, it's enormous. So enormous that there are parts of it that haven't seen a human being in like 100 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
There's
right?
species still they find that thought extinct many decades ago. I'm like, wow, and it makes major headlines.
Yeah. Or
I
new
could
ones,
believe
or
it.
discover new ones. You know what I mean?
The female Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never
So,
always assume it's a man. So if it's a female, there must be. If it's a male, there must be much bigger male out there.
yes,
of a Bigfoot.
but what I'm saying is in this particular video, especially for the early 70s or late 60s or whatever, it was a little bit way too sophisticated for the times. And mind you, a couple of months after the Bigfoot video came out is when Planet of the Apes came out.
Yeah.
And that's when people started to see, like, you know, special effects of that nature and that caliber. So that means that the person that did this would have had to be a really sophisticated, costumes person. Yeah. That really, like, you know, investigated stuff and you know, this is a lot of detail.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot
of it. Right?
To some extent.
Is that possible for someone? Just a normal person? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, given the time of it before the Planet of the Apes,
You know what I mean?
it does require technology above what's been exposed
At the time.
at the time,
Yeah.
right? But could be possible.
So this
right?
is what I'm saying. So in that particular case, like that's why it's always been very compelling, because people are always saying, well, it's a fake.
Yeah.
But if you break it down, you look at it carefully, I don't know, there's a lot going on there. You know what I mean? And it is like about 7 or 8 seconds worth of the thing. You know, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, there's way too much
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
So I think it's possible.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't believe it is, but I kind of understand what you mean, because like in my perspective, there's like, you compare it to the moon landing. There's a lot of, well, it's fake, it's filmed in Hollywood, and like
I don't believe that.
Yeah, like the amount of engineering and education and skills, hundreds of thousands of people be aligned with it. I guess it costs more to film that at the time then it would have to actually go to the moon.
That's crazy.
Right? So I kind of understand now what you mean with the time that it came out, what the technology was available.
It wasn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay.
But I've seen other Bigfoot videos because, as a paranormal investigator, because I investigate these things because I want to know if it's real or not. You know what I mean? And that, kids, is another one of my jobs. Okay.
Damn.
Because,
at this society and this economy.
To have multiple jobs.
Yeah.
So seeing all these things, I've seen other videos where you can clearly see this creature running up a mountain, but like it would take us forever to even scale what this animal was doing. He looked like he did in 3 bounds. You know what I mean? It was crazy. We wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and there's so many of those things, and it's terrifying to think that it can move that fast, and it's so large, and it can move like a fucking animal.
Have you seen it? Or you're describing like you've seen it?
These videos.
Oh, you've seen the videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have never seen it. Oh, for fuck's sake. I had an experience
of seeing one,
but I didn't see it.
You just sensed it.
No.
You smelled it.
Yes.
Of course you did.
But it could have been a bear.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's always like
it could have been an actual bear.
Just a bear,
right?
big grizzly bear.
Something.
Yeah.
But the funny part was that night, before we all went to bed, I did something that I probably shouldn't have done. They say that if you take a big branch of like wood or a tree bark or just a branch.
Okay.
Right? Excuse me. And you knock it against another piece of wood or tree, and it goes.
Okay.
It makes like a loud sound like that. And that is a way that Bigfoot communicate with each other. And by doing that, because I did do it just because I was being an idiot and having fun. I'm thinking, hey, let's call Bigfoot.
Call up my homie Bigfoot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what up?
I did it, and they were really loud. And later that night, there was a mysterious attack. You know what I mean? I didn't see shit. Okay. But my dog was terrified. It was just in the corner, just shaking itself like violently because it was scared of whatever was outside. And you can hear it. You know what I mean? And it was more than likely just a fucking bear. You know what I mean? But it was scary because I remember running to the car.
It's like growling, making noises.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was, man. Yeah. Don't be an idiot when you camp. Like, Jesus Christ. Put your food away properly, especially if you're going deep bati wood camping, like when you're in like so much bush.
Yeah, it's my thoughts.
Yeah. He hears bush and he hears bati and he gets excited.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like you have to be careful, right? Because the more likelihood you'll attract motherfucking bears, not the sexy bears.
Yeah. The ones here to fuck around. Yeah. Okay.
Not those bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from what I've seen with like my other job and shit, I think maybe Bigfoot is possible, but I think it's just a different species.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? Megalodion shark.
A megalodon
Shark. Yeah, they'll be looking for that big boy, the big fish. Yeah. So I feel like that's a Bigfoot and megalodon like land in the sea.
Could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Land in the sea type.
But
of
you don't
stories.
think it's possible?
Like, sure, it's possible. Why not? We have the whales, largest mammals.
Yes.
Right? In the ocean. And it's only there because, well, the water holds it together. Come outside,
Yeah.
explode.
It wouldn't explode. It's just
It would just open and everything gushes out. We call it explode.
That's not what happens. That only happens after they die.
No. Oh, because of the
gases.
Oh, yeah. Shit gets too hot and
pops. It's not.
And explode.
Yeah,
exactly.
But they won't just come out of the water and explode, bro. Come on. They'll suffocate. That's what would happen. They'll die. There's no air. No, they need water. Their own weight would kill them.
Exactly. But that's why they exist
the water.
where they exist, and that's by the water. Yes. So like given perfect circumstances, they could exist. We've had huge ass mofo dinosaurs much years ago.
Many
millions. Could also be much.
much.
Around that time, somewhere around, like the oxygen levels were very high as well.
Yes.
I've heard that caused bugs and such to be much bigger.
Yeah.
So oxygen. It's possible.
So you think Bigfoot might be prehistoric? Is that what you?
It's like one of the it's as technology gets better. Okay, maybe people just lose interest. They're not interested to look for it. Mm-hmm. Maybe it just. Cameras get better. You have better explanation. No, that's not a Bigfoot. That's just a bear. Right? Right? Oh, you see shadow people. No, that's just a broom with a coat hanger.
Like a coat hanger.
Right? Like there's more clearer explanation that come by makes you go like, oh, that's what it is. That's not very interesting.
But have you heard any of these explanations? Like you sound very sure, but yet you're not like where you.
I've never experienced anything. So the only.
But what I asked is, are you hearing these explanations?
Mostly my own thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're boring.
No. Well, don't make it sound like they're all over the fucking TV or they're being explained somewhere on CNN. Like, no, bro. Like, you're coming to these conclusions yourself.
Yes, of course I am. This is my explanations. I'm not representing nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just boring and this superstitious stuff. It's just like, there's some other explanation that you don't understand yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Bigfoot could be possible. Notchless monster. Loch Ness monster. Maybe. Okay. Lock that up.
Lock. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's.
You think that's possible?
Loch Ness monster?
Yeah.
A big lizard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that's possible?
Again, like, not now. There was a time in Earth history where conditions were very available, like more oxygen levels,
so
less predators.
It was a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. A plesiosaur is a lot of people think that
and,
the Loch Ness monster is.
Throughout time, everything just got smaller and smaller and smaller to the size of a chicken.
Evolution.
Yes. Progression. Yes.
It turned into Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah. So delicious.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean,
But they're interesting. Like
things look
ghosty stuff.
Yeah. You think it's interesting?
What are the principles behind ghosts? What causes one spirit to stay behind in a house whereas many other die? Right? Like human history is 100,000 years.
150,000.
Something it's much. And
modern
human civilization since the Romans, I guess, was the first great Rome. Like,
come on.
2,000, 3,000 years
Before
of civilization.
Sure
9,000 Chinese civilization. Okay, compare that's less than 10% of a great human history, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
like modern humans have only existed.
Basically, a lot of people have died.
Yeah.
They've gone, and here I am in modern time. I haven't experienced any of these scoopy little ghosts other than what's in my head.
What's in your head?
Many things. My own thoughts, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's all my own thoughts. And I respect your experiences, how you have been possessed and you've seen things, but Maybe you're just high, man.
Wow, maybe I was just high. Zeus believes me, right?
Yeah. Zeus believes you, of course.
He has the name of a god.
He is God. Spell it backward.
Let's go, Zeus. Yes.
It's a god. Dog.
All right. Well,
All right.
then.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
Here we are, Carlos, with this Farron's imagination.
Wow. And we have Shoeib with his supposed logic.
Yes.
Which is questionable, but anyway.
The boring stuff. Which is more important things to do. Worry about taxes and then worry about the ghost.
Wow, that's probably true. You should worry about your own taxes, kids. Anyways, friends, this was another episode of the Sholo Show.
Where I am the show of the show, and here we have
the low. Anyways,
like
kids, remember you can find us on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Patreon, and TikTok at the Sholo Show. Come and join us, have fun with us, and please
engage. Give us your thoughts. What do you think? How do you stand on this supernatural stuff?
No, that's not what I was gonna say. Please. I swear, please.
Subscribe, and
like, and contribute to Patreon because we need the money. I'm kidding. Anyways, kids, thanks for joining us.
Until next time, have a good night.
Bye.